What does America Homes and Walt Disney World have in common? Massive expansion for one thing. 2 out of the 4 major developments happening right now in Orlando are finally coming to an end. And do I have some breaking news for you in terms of the Orlando property market? Hey everyone, it's Chris Grania here with America Homes, and time for another action-packed episode of Coffee with Chris. Today my choice of beverage is actually Sprite Zero, but that's alright. So I want to jump right into it. I've actually been kind of gone for the past few weeks, traveling here, there, and everywhere. I arrived back from Dubai, as many of you have seen, and fortunately met me while I was over there. It was an absolutely fantastic trip. I was able to meet many AH members over there. I was able to do some correspondence and partnerships with local realtors in Dubai and other parts of the UAE who are now interested in not only selling our product and taking advantage of the property market here in Florida, but as well as offering a satellite office opportunity for us in Dubai on a more regular basis. But on bigger news, I am very excited and proud to announce our brand new expansion of not just the little bit of construction that we had going on in the boardroom, but our brand new 2,500 square foot office right across the hall in Suite 600 of the major building. Now, we've been trying to lock down this deal for the past few months, and it's finally come to reality. We have, like I said, 2,500 more square feet of office space, along with the 4,500 square feet we have in our primary office, putting us at 7,000 square feet of office space. We're able to hire 10 more sales managers and account managers, so we have more momentum than ever, just solely due to the fact of the service that we offer, the fantastic properties, absolute market booming here. And so everything is kind of coming piece by piece together here. And more importantly, it's providing the better service for you guys. It's going to give us more resources to take advantage of getting you the best deals possible, as well as making sure that your properties are looked after and performing exactly as you would expect them to. So next week, I'm going to give you guys an exclusive behind-the-scenes tour of the new office, as well as the construction that we've done in our current office as well, too. And you can compare it to what I did about a year ago, and you'll certainly see the progress. One of the things that I also mentioned is Disney's expanding again, too. They actually just bought 3,000 more acres of wetlands in the Kissimmee area. That puts them to a total of about 30,000 acres in total, or about 43 square miles. Now, the reason why Disney would buy wetlands, if you're the typical person, you would never kind of wonder or guess why in the world would somebody want wetlands. But believe it or not, 40, 50 years ago when Disney originally broke ground, all of that area, that 47 square miles, was nothing but wetlands. Everybody thought Walt Disney was a complete maniac and out of his mind for putting so much money, time, and effort into an area that was basically a big swamp. But look what he was able to do with it. So with more land and more development opportunities, Disney is growing again, as always, for the past 40 years, bringing in more tourists, more employment, and more opportunity for the local market here particularly. 2 of the major projects in Orlando that are going on right now are pretty much coming to an end. One of them is the Citrus Bowl. The Citrus Bowl is a 70,000 capacity stadium here in downtown Orlando, and some of you might remember it actually held the 1994 FIFA World Cup, as well as the 1996 Olympics for some of the soccer/football matches. It is a $207 million project that they're renovating. It's going to be a complete top-shelf stadium for concerts, sporting events, obviously huge corporate events, and just absolutely enticing and refreshing the entire city as a whole. Along with that, the Dr. Phillips Performing Arts Center, which has been a 25-year performance center in the making, has finally come to reality as well, and they just had their ribbon cutting ceremony last week. This has been a $488 million project over the past 5 years that they've been building, and it is quite the sight to see. It's absolutely gorgeous. Stunning architecture and everything around it that they're building up to really supplement the absolute beauty that this building offers. It's making it just completely revamping the city as a whole. And the great thing about it is when you have nearly a $500 million project, $500 million project, you're going to create a ton of jobs. 3,000 jobs were created due to this project. There's been 400 average construction workers on the project on a day-to-day basis. So all of these construction firms around Orlando have gotten consistent revenue. They're absolutely booming now, moving on to the next project. And so two of the new projects that are going on is the I-4 project, the interstate that goes from pretty much the northern tip of Central Florida all the way from Daytona down to the lower end all the way to Tampa. So you have a complete interstate being revamped because of all the traffic and increased population. So it's going to be able to obviously get people from point A to point B a lot quicker because, you know, if you've been to Florida, if you live in Florida, you certainly know that driving on that is a nightmare come rush hour. So with all of these things going on right now, and, you know, just in case you're curious, the fourth thing is the brand new soccer football stadium, if you will, that's being built downtown for the Orlando City soccer team. And that's just going to be one more huge project, multi hundreds of millions of dollars that are going into it to just make Orlando even more of a top shelf city than it already is. So all of these fantastic projects going on leads to why the property market now is once again up 7.5% year to year. The September results came back. The market research shows, once again, property prices are on a steady increase, and the foreclosure market is drying up day to day, like I keep telling you. So that pretty much wraps it up for this week. I hope that you guys have a fantastic weekend. Please feel free to reach out to us at any time with any of your questions, concerns, comments, suggestions, and recommendations are always wellly appreciated. Again, my email is chris@americahomesuk.com, and I certainly look forward to hearing from you soon.